You know, even in the Bible, Jesus almost always said to the person he was about to heal, do you believe it'll happen? Boom. Yes. And that was one part of, you have to believe. When I got OnPassive and I learned about, I started to know who this man was, I started believing. And that's where that magic power of purpose pulling us forward. It's different between being moving forward because we have to, or being drawn forward because we want to. Purpose gives us clarity and giving meaning to each step we take. And I realize when me and Chris do our lives, or I do whatever I do, I realize from this title, that what I'm really doing is I want people to feel that pull that I feel. And if you do, everything else is done. Once you have it, and I can see people, I see before I see they have that magnetic pull towards something bigger than themselves. You can see it. And I believe that's what Ash started with. And as the magnet went, first thing is if he's north, I have to be south so we can be drawn. If I'm north and he's north, I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to understand it. And yeah, we're not going to go together. And this goes back to the history of man. This pull and negative and positive has been going on since man could walk, okay? I mean, you could go back to Jesus. Many people heard him. Very few understood him, and they got it. So it's not that unique that this happens in life. For everybody in OnPassive, at least 10 people told you no, probably, right? So there's 10 million more people out there that are coming later because maybe they didn't have the magnetic pull. But what happens as time goes on, they're going to see it vicariously through you. I believe that. Perfect gives us more clarity, giving meaning to each step we take, such as a strong pull. It changes things around us, our thoughts, our relationships, and even the way we challenge. When we are pulled for a purpose, we feel sense that what we are aiming for is a certainty. When you get that, when you have the pull, when you have that feeling, like, I know sometimes something will happen at the website and I get 20 or 30 people telling me, what do you think this is? What do you think? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they're not in that line of pull. And if they were, they'd feel so much more comfortable. Because I couldn't imagine feeling like that every day. And I don't. And the more, that's why when I'm talking, I want people to feel what I feel. It has nothing to do with how much you know, how much you don't know. When you believe, and I've done this a long time, like Daryl, I've been working, looking for something bigger. I always thought if they could do it, I could do. And MLM made sense. I understood the concept. I didn't realize it's rigged against you, but I understood the concept of the meaning of it. and that what we are aiming for is a certain to happen. I feel that. Even if there's a setback, this has all become part of the journey with a larger meaning. Look, I believe the harder it is, the better the prize. I've been in companies that I got in, they said, we're going to launch in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. I thought that was forever then. So we go and go and go and go. It was quick and it ended quick. It was easy and it ended easy. There was no, you got to build towards something. You got to be a rock. You have to have that foundation. You have to believe. And Ash did a ricochet magnetic pull. And some heard it, some didn't. But the more we go and the stronger we get, the more we'll pull people the same direction. First, you got to believe. You got to believe. The magnetic pull of purpose, it's infectious. People will follow you because I don't know what engineer Mike has, but this freaking guy is on the move. I want to go with him. They don't even ask you They don't first ask you why. This is a people business. That's what happened to all the other business in MLM. They were focused on product, and 2 or 3% won, 98% loses everywhere they go. And yet they keep going because they're looking for that one thing that is so different than anything else. And thank God above, I found it in 2019. This is what I've been looking for. That's why while I'm here and I'm doing what I'm doing, it's not work to me. Does it take time? Yeah. Is there sometimes I get aggravated? Yeah. But I wouldn't trade this last 6 years for nothing. Nothing. Because I truly believe the award that we're going to see, you'll forget about the bad things in the journey or the setbacks. When others witness a person or organization driven by genuine purpose, when people witness it, it often draws them in. This is fact. Creating communities of people with shared value, aligned ambition. What do we have in this company? Am I saying anything? This should be written about this company. We're aligned together and we have aligned ambition. This is why purpose-led organizations, for example, tend to inspire loyalty, boom, from customers. I'm going to add this one, from founders, employees alike. Their mission isn't just a slogan, but it's a call to participate in something larger than themselves. That's massive. Purpose gives us endurance, purpose holds us steady, and that consistency gives us the fortitude to push through moments of fatigue or doubt and big setbacks, Mr. Mufarah. The sense of pull rather than push, because it removes the constant need to build willpower. You have to lift that willpower. Oh, I got to push hard. If you get this, you don't need to work on willpower. You can let it go. We feel like we are in a flow, moving with a current, pulled by something far bigger than ourselves. You're not pushing your way through, you're being pulled through. And once you get that concept of OnPassive, because Ash is doing all the clearing, he's the one with the machete clearing the land, he's the one fighting the snakes and whatever, so that we can walk on dry land and go into a beautiful life ahead. Change our relationship with time. This is a big one. It changes our relationship with time. By being drawn towards something life-changing, we become less focused on short-term rewards. When we know it's bigger and we know it's better, you're not thinking about a small little box with a pet rock in it. You're thinking about life-changing. When Ash talks, when he says, I don't know what you're dreaming, but dream bigger, you know what audacity that takes him to say that? So if he can say that, and he hasn't gone anywhere now, which 99.9% of any man or woman would have packed their bags and left, that pull that he has is strong enough to pull all of us if we let it happen. And if you have that pull of the short term, oh, what are we going to do here? Oh, I can't do that. Oh, what is it? You know how nice it feels not to have that? And it's not because I'm anything special. It's because I looked at where we're going. I looked at the possibility and I realized the vehicle I needed to get where I want my life to be and my family is with Mr. Mufarah. I did it on my own. Yes, I built huge teams, huge. But what happened? I could not get the structure of bringing everybody with me. I didn't have a big enough magnet. People followed me. I didn't have a problem with that. But we need to get on a ship or a vessel that was built to carry many, many, many and change the world. And that's Mr. Mufarah. This magnetic quality of purpose pulling us forward is both grounding and liberating. Its roots using something important lets us soar forward with what's possible. And I just want to say that when she told me the name, I said, you know, I have all that, but I'm gonna have to take this rambling head of mine and put it down in writing. But that's what I mean. Why we are what we are and where we go. Listen, I said, oh, I wish this had happened when I was 20. I thought about it. No, I don't. I'd be dead at 30. Me at 20 didn't need to make a lot of money. Trust me. Me at 20 need to do what I did. Me at 30 need to do. Did I pray about things getting better? Yeah, God answered my prayer. He just decided to wait 40 years. A lot of things happen in 40 years, but it's worth it. Anyway, that's all I got.